In my books, I always look at a fallibility. It's wickedness in my novel Wicked. It's cowardice in my novel A Lion Among Men. The question of wickedness, what makes somebody wicked? I mean, we look at the newspapers all the time. We see terrible things happening all over the planet. We see it internationally in terms of wars and invasions and bombings. We see it at home, domestic violence. We see it in the lives of the movie stars, every little tiny peccadillo of which we become wrapped with attention in. But the real question, where does wickedness come from, is a question that I have sought to ask myself over and over again, and I've never come upon a really crisp answer that I can always stand behind. When Wicked was looked at in The New Yorker by John Updike, the novelist, he very cannily, I think, settled on and quoted one particular line that wraps up my biggest thoughts about evil. He quoted a section in Wicked in which Elphaba is thinking, where does evil come from? Is it invented in the universe by God to trip us up or to give us a condition that we can fight so that we become stronger people? Is it a virus? Is it a sin? Is it a corruption of the chromosomes? What is it? Is it bad parenting? Is it the accident of being allergic to the world? What is it, really, wickedness? Elphaba thinks it's a little bit like asking the question about the dragon in its shell. What does the dragon in its shell look like? Well, thinks Elphaba, you cannot tell, because when you break open the shell to look, the dragon is no longer in its shell. You have done something to the question. And that way, whenever we think we understand something about wickedness, another part of it goes into shadow. We cannot look at the whole question at the same time. So we can never come to a completely coherent answer about what is the nature of evil.